Prince Emanuele Filiberto of Savoy makes an announcement in Torino. Crown Princess Mary of Denmark attends a ceremony in Copenhagen. The Princess of Wales meets with rugby players in Maidenhead. And Princess Charlene of Monaco visits a hospital in Liechtenstein. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for June 7th, 2023. In Liechtenstein, Monaco, Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco visited the maternity ward at the Princess Grace Center Hospital. During her visit, the lovely princess met with hospital staff, doctors, and nurses. The princess also spent quite a bit of time meeting with new mothers and their sweet little newborns. In Vaduz, His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Alois and Her Royal Highness Hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein held an audience with the first woman president of the Republic of Hungary, Miss Katalin Novak, and a Hungarian delegation at Schloss Vaduz. In a statement regarding the meeting, President Novak stated, quote, "Great pleasure to meet His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Alois and Her Royal Highness Hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein, with whom we agreed on the importance of protecting traditional values and family. It is an honor that I was the first of the presidents to visit the Alpine monarchy." End quote. In Madrid, Her Majesty Queen Letizia of Spain presided over the closing ceremony of the 15th edition of the Heroes de tu Nomina Award ceremony held at the Complejo Duchess de Pastrana. Established in 2008, Heroes de tu Nomina is an initiative of Banco Santander with the aim of promoting projects that improve society. Since the launch, over 5.3 million euros have been distributed to various organizations. According to a press release, Heroes de tu Nomina is one of Banco Santander's most relevant initiatives for the thousands of employees involved in social causes and who support NGOs that work every day to help the most vulnerable groups. In the 15th edition, 230 associations participated, presenting their projects with 30 finalists and 15 winning projects that each received 46,118 euros. Prior to the presentation of the awards, Her Majesty the Queen gave a speech stating, quote, "One of the things that I value most about the privilege of being here today, thank you for inviting me, is the fact of being able to learn about the enormous number of associations and entities that exist in Spain dedicated to social action and the great strength it has. With a lot of work, sacrifice, effort, great professionalism, and good planning, they manage to change things and give a new opportunity to those who have lost hope. Thank you, therefore, to all those entities. Congratulations to the employees and the management of the bank for this initiative of euros from your payroll, which is so brilliant and necessary, and thanks in short to all those behind all these entities, which, after all, is Spanish civil society together with administrations and the private sector." End quote. Also in Madrid, Her Highness Hereditary Princess Cleo of Oettingen-Spielberg gave birth to a healthy baby girl on June 1st. The princess and her husband, His Highness Prince Franz Albrecht of Oettingen-Spielberg, have named their new bundle of joy Her Highness Princess Milana Olympia of Oettingen-Spielberg. Congrats to the couple. Wonderful news. In Maidenhead, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, as patron of the Rugby Football Union, met with local and national rugby players at the Maidenhead Rugby Club to discuss the campaign Shaping Us and to participate in a roundtable discussion about early childhood experiences from rugby players. Per Buckingham Palace, quote, "During her visit, the princess joined in rugby drills on the pitch with a number of local and professional players. Her Royal Highness then went inside the clubhouse for a conversation about early childhood experiences, fatherhood, and the impact that settings such as local sports clubs can have in creating a network of support around those who are helping to raise children." End quote. Meanwhile, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Edinburgh was in Surrey, where she visited several charities and organizations. The day began with a visit to the Art Venture Trust, a Guildford-based charity that supports adults with learning disabilities, physical impairments, or autism to be creative, have fun, and make new friends in a safe and sociable environment. Thereafter, the Duchess visited the Shooting Star Children's Hospice, where she met with children and their families, supported by the charity. The day ended with a visit to the Royal Surrey County Hospital. The purpose of the visit was to reopen a new state-of-the-art Trust Haste Diagnostic Wing. According to Buckingham Palace, the new wing has, quote, undergone a significant refurbishment that has seen the organization invest in 2 state-of-the-art MRI scanners and 4 cutting-edge echocardiography machines, end quote. After the reopening, the lovely Duchess met with staff, doctors, and numerous patients. In Copenhagen, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark attended a topping-out ceremony for the new Mary Elizabeth Hospital, Righus Hospitalet, for children, teens, and expecting families. The new hospital is funded in partnership between the Capital Region of Denmark, a grant worth 1.4 Danish krone, the Righus Hospitalet, and Ole Kirk's Foundation with a donation of 6 billion Danish krone. According to a press release, the goal of the Mary Elizabeth Hospital is to revolutionize the concept of hospital stay and remove the feeling that life has come to a halt for patients and their families when hospitalized. After the topping out ceremony, the Crown Princess participated in a creative workshop organized by the Smile Foundation with children and young people at the Righus Hospitalet. In Paris, His Royal Highness Prince Joachim of Denmark is celebrating his 54th birthday. Born Joachim Holger Valdemar Christian, Prince of Denmark, Count of Montpezat, on June 7, 1969, Prince Joachim is the second son of Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II and the late Prince Henrik of Denmark, who passed away in 2018. On November 18, 1995, Prince Joachim of Denmark married Miss Alexandra Christina Manley at the Frederiksborg Slot Chapel. The couple had 2 children, His Excellency Count Nikolai of Montpezat and His Excellency Count Felix of Montpezat. On September 16, 2004, the couple announced their divorce. On May 24, 2008, Prince Joachim of Denmark married Miss Marie Cavalier in an intimate ceremony in southern Denmark. The couple have 2 children, His Excellency Count Henrik of Montpezat and Her Excellency Countess Athena of Montpezat. Today, Prince Joachim works as a defense attaché at the Danish Embassy in Paris. Beginning on September 1st, 2023, the prince will begin working at the Danish Embassy in Washington, D.C. In Rotterdam, His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, accompanied by the Minister of Education, Culture and Science, visited the Shipping and Transport College, STC. According to a press release, for over 30 years, the STC has been the largest training provider in the Netherlands in the field of shipping transport and logistics. Meanwhile, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, in her capacity as the United Nations Secretary-General Special Advocate for Inclusive Finance for Development, continued her 4-day working visit to Brazil. The purpose of the visit is to support and collaborate with public and private sector leaders to bolster progress in inclusive finance in Brazil. This morning, Her Majesty the Queen was in Brasilia, where she met with the Brazilian Minister of Finance and the Minister of Social Development and Aid. Her Majesty the Queen, along with the President of the Central Bank of Brazil, CBB, Roberto Campos Neto, also met with primary school students who are involved in the CBB's financial education program. Meanwhile, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, arrived in Astana, Kazakhstan, to participate in the Astana International Forum. Upon his arrival at the Astana International Airport, the Emir was warmly welcomed by the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister, and the Ambassador of the State of Qatar to the Republic of Kazakhstan, His Excellency Abdul Aziz Sultan Al Rumehi, and members of the Embassy of Qatar in Kazakhstan. In Fujairah, His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad bin Mohammed Al Shakiri of Fujairah attended the University of Science and Technology's graduation ceremony held at the Fujairah Creative Center. During the ceremony, the Crown Prince had the honor of presenting the diplomas to the graduates, as well as congratulating them and their families, quote, calling on them to invest their knowledge in the development of the country and to use it to achieve excellence and leadership in their careers, end quote. On Monday in Mutah, His Royal Highness Prince Hassan bin Talal of Jordan, as chairman of the Supreme Council for Science and Technology, laid the first foundation stone of the National Center for Diabetes and Deaf Glands branch on the campus of Mutah University. And finally, in Torino, His Royal Highness Prince Emanuele Filiberto of Savoy. You know, the prince who used to own the pasta truck in Venice, California, and the prince who used to own the t-shirt clothing line cleverly entitled Prince Tease, announced that he is renouncing his position in the line of succession to the Italian throne in favor of his daughter, 19-year-old Instagram influencer and star, Her Royal Highness Princess Vittoria of Savoy. I think someone forgot to tell him that the Italian monarchy was abolished in 1946 after a referendum, but whatever, it's his show, I'm just watching. Anyway, in an interview with the Italian newspaper Corriere Torino, the prince said, quote, I'm sure she'll do better than me. It was my father who made this decision, which I find very right and modern. Soon, in Europe, there will be more queens than kings. Everyone is realizing, albeit a little late, that the intelligence and sensitivity of a woman in charge can be wonderful. The Salic law is anachronistic. It is du passé. Men have nothing more, if anything less. End quote. How is your daughter? Quote, she's good. She's in England studying art history and political science. She is sensitive and intelligent and open. She loves human contact very much. She cares about what she sees around her. She cares about people. As soon as the war broke out in Ukraine, she immediately left with the Red Cross to bring aid to those in need. End quote. What is Italy for you? Quote, as a child, it was a pipe dream. I grew up with a huge desire to go there. Thank God it happened in 2002. End quote. Won't you mind taking a step back? Quote, I paved the way. I removed the weeds. Everything I did because I wanted to. It was especially important for my daughters because I wanted to offer them the opportunity to start a life, a career in Italy. In that world that I didn't have, that it was clean and beautiful and where you could start from scratch. End quote. Looking at England, do people like the monarchy? The prince replies, people like the monarchy. This was noted in the astronomical number of viewers who saw both Queen Elizabeth II's funeral and the coronation of King Charles III. There is something fascinating about the monarchy that people love to look at, even from afar. Would they also love it in Italy? The prince replies, Italy. Italy is a republic. In Europe, the monarchy is doing very well. Yes, very, very well. Yes. How come? The prince replies, perhaps when there are periods of crisis, people see a strong, almost spiritual presence in kings and queens. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I will be back tomorrow on Thursday, June 8th, with all the latest world news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.